Hello and welcome to another episode of Vegan Cheesecake, a podcast all about vegan food and the Golden Girls.
Yes.
I am Dave Huffman of Bitchy Vegan Homo.
And it's your girl, Vegan Vicki from Urban Sweetness.
That's right. It is you.
Yes, it is me in the flesh.
And I wish everyone could see that you were
doing a
summoning
dance.
some sort of thing there.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but I like it.
I was giving the dance.
She's in motion, people.
Yes.
And
Dun-dun-dun.
today we're going to be talking about the break-in.
Dun, dun, dun.
And, last week we were talking about the heart attack,
Yeah.
and this week we're talking about the break-in. So this is two heavy episodes back
It
to
is.
back.
Back to back.
Back to
boom,
back.
Boom,
Boom, boom. So this is episode 8 of season 1.
Yes.
And the reason I wanted to talk about this one, even though this one doesn't really have much food, we always kind of try to work food into it
Right.
somehow. But this one I wanted to talk more about just from, it hit home because, I don't know, have you ever been burgled or robbed or the victim of a crime like this?
No, not in my home.
No?
Have I committed a crime like this? No, I'm just, stop it. We're just playing.
That's why I have to take inventory every time you leave. I'm like, that bitch
I'm
stole
like-
my stuff.
I'm like, ooh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
I like that poster on the wall.
Well, no, I have actually. I was like Rose.
No!
Yes. My old apartment that I lived in for like 10 years had got broken into, and then my house that we're sitting in right now has been broken into. Yeah, twice. When I
Shut
first
the
moved in
front
here.
door.
Yeah. So the neighborhood I live in here in Cleveland is had at the time what they would call a neighborhood in transition. So there were some sketchy people living not too far away.
God.
And when I lived in my apartment, this was actually really scary. So the first time, I came home, and it is not like you see in the movies where everything's just disheveled.
Right.
But it's weird. I walked into my and I was like, something's not right. And then I noticed everything was taken off of the top shelf of my DVDs and all this kind of stuff. And so, I filed a police report.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
They come out and they're basically like, well,
Basically,
you're
screwed.
They're like, well, it's not like you see on TV. It's not like CSI. If there's not a fingerprint, basically a perfect fingerprint left on on glass or something, they can't lift fingerprints for things. So, they were of no use. And then I think it was 2 days later.
You need that street justice.
So 2 days later, I was at home in my apartment. My bedroom is in the back of the apartment. It's like one of those Pullman style apartments where it's
you
just
walk
a
down
big
the
long
hall,
hallway.
yeah.
And so I'm in the back. All the lights are off. I'm just watching TV in my bedroom, and I hear a noise.
No, stop
and I'm
it.
like, what's that? So I get up and I walk into the kitchen, and it was literally something out of a horror movie where I turn on the kitchen light. And I'm not exaggerating, I had Venetian blinds in the kitchen window, and there was a hand coming through the Venetian blinds.
I would have chopped that.
And I yelled at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, you did.
What the fuck? And I just screamed.
Yeah.
And then it was this weird kind of, when Venetian blinds get messed up.
Yeah.
It was they exploded. They were just boom. It's just all messed up.
Because they left
because
out.
the guy just ripped it. So I
He
freaked
was probably
out.
coming back.
Police. Yeah, that's what the police said. Basically what they'll do is
scope it out.
Yeah, when he
then-
was there, that absolutely had to be the same person who was oh, I'm going to come back and get that other stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And,
I would have.
Yeah.
And see, you know what?
Mhm.
And I would have been terrified because I'd have dragged his old tied tail through that window.
I was too
I know,
startled.
but
I'm telling you, it
I'm
literally
ready to
looked like a
stomp.
horror movie. Yeah.
I'm ready to stay.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know now. I will stomp the mess out of you. Cry like a baby as I'm doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and then call the police.
Well, all right.
And they'll probably arrest me for aggravated assault. I'm just saying.
Well, not if it's in your house. It's self-defense,
Yeah. Well,
But
no, I
then-
had an instance.
Yeah.
My friend's grandmother,
Uh-huh.
crazy. My friend's grandmother, somebody was breaking in. She shot him,
Mm-hmm.
and he tried to sue her.
Oh. Tried. Didn't succeed.
Well, he did get got medical bills paid.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Justice only in America.
Only in America. That's crazy. Well, so the main reason I ended up buying this house was I didn't like how the landlords kind of handled this situation.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I'm ready to move anyway. The new neighbors were annoying me and all this stuff. So I'm like, I bought this house. And I had the house maybe like a year, and I came home, and there was this stray cat that I always fed. His name was Oscar. It was awesome. I loved Oscar. I walked into my house, and Oscar was sitting on my sofa.
No.
And I'm Oscar, how did you get into my house?
Why are you in my house?
Well, Oscar got into the house because someone had broke one of the windows and climbed through. And
you know what?
Yeah, and that's how they got into the house. But this rocket scientist,
come on now,
not Oscar. Oscar was obviously a very intelligent cat because he knew, hey, it's cold outside. I'm going to come in.
I'm going on the couch.
And these people, this person, the alarm went off in the house, and he went over and like the motion detector that's on the wall, he like knocked the motion detector off the wall, like that's going to stop the alarm from going off.
Thank you.
You know, yeah, you're not too smart.
Not at all.
And even dumber, since he had cut himself on the glass, he bled and left a blood streak on the wall. And then whenever the police came and, you know, for that break-in, and they did, you know, they did the crime you know, swab and everything.
Stuff.
A year after that happened, I got a call from the police to let me know they actually caught the guy.
They caught the guy.
Based on his DNA.
Yes!
He got caught from another break-in.
Another break-in.
And then he was busted because his DNA was left here in my house. So,
thank God for DNA.
Yeah. There you go. So I could relate to... You know, although I wasn't like, I'm not one of those people that lives my life in fear. I had more like Dorothy's attitude. Like, this could happen to anyone. This happens everywhere.
Right.
Especially here in America.
Right.
You know,
only
like
America.
Only America. But it didn't, you know, it was upsetting.
Yeah.
And actually, after that happened the second time, I did actually, for the first time in my life, think, I am going to get a gun. And why do people get guns? Because you do start to feel defenseless and violated. So I could understand completely where Rose was coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just think thieves, may they have unstoppable diarrhea. That's what not so much, just die. No.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable diarrhea.
All right.
That is.
So if you were a judge, if you had your own like Judge Judy style TV show, that would be the sentence you did.
Absolutely.
You dish out to people.
You are getting an X-Lax IV. Unstoppable. See, that's what you need. You can wish that on people. You know what? I want you to have unstoppable diarrhea.
That's a beautiful, what a beautiful sentiment.
Isn't that? That's just like, because you're full of it already for doing what you did.
Yeah.
But may it not ever stop.
Yeah. So, and of course, the guy that he was like some, 60-year-old like drug addict guy that was just,
he was 60.
He was not quite. He was in his late 50s. He was almost 60 years old. Yeah,
that's even worse.
Yeah, so
dude,
and it was interesting going through that. They kept me apprised as the victim. I would keep getting notes about this person's court date is this time, and blah blah blah. And he was supposed to pay me restitutions. But
yeah, we'll see how that.
Guess what?
You still waiting?
I'm still waiting on my.
You're still waiting on your restitution.
I don't think I'm going to be getting. I think he was supposed to pay me like $600 or something like that. I'm still waiting for that check.
He smoked the $600.
I don't think I'm going to get my $600.
No, I don't.
But you know what?
So.
I didn't expect a year later for him to get caught either. So
look at that.
That was literally, I don't even know, 15 years ago. That's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been
long.
Okay,
but it was a while ago. So yeah. That check's not coming though.
No, I'm sorry, friend.
I thought that was hilarious that they told me that he would be paying me restitution.
You're like, really? Oh, you're like, great. So he's gonna know where
Perfect.
I am. How am I getting it?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
But I think the things that they got stolen, the only thing that they actually, the thieves from this episode apparently did steal was her stole, which ironically,
what they said,
yeah,
didn't cost anything.
Yeah, which it was the only gift that her ex-husband gave her that didn't have an extension cord.
There you go.
I like that.
Yeah, it is.
Because of course Blanche thinks her jewelry is stolen. But
but then I'm like, why would they steal a vase? I mean, I don't.
She was so worried that they would have stolen
They
her.
would have stolen
her beautiful vase.
Oh yes, the vase.
Yes, vase versus vase. Now, I've been sort of told that, like, if it costs more than $50, you should say vase.
Oh, okay. So that one was a vase then.
That was a vase.
Yeah, that was a vase. Now I got a vase.
Yeah.
Right.
All I got are vases.
Right. I just have vases.
I'm not spending that kind of money on a vase.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Especially a giant decorative one that's just sitting over there.
That's just sitting there.
But of course,
Blanche's.
Rose shoots it.
That Rose got a little.
She got a little trigger happy.
This is the episode. I kind of got sick of Rose for a second. I was like, dude, you're doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was just hysterical. Everything,
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can understand that there are some people who live in fear.
Yeah, there are people.
That like.
I'm not that person.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah,
I'm not either.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who live in fear,
mm-hmm.
and I understand that. But I was like, Rose, come on, boo.
Yeah.
You're doing too much.
Well, early in the episode when Blanche is laying there on the sofa because she has maced herself, thinking she had Rose's pocket hairspray.
And she said it was mace.
It was mace. So do you carry, as a woman trying to protect herself, do you carry any little mace and stuff? I have a lot of friends that carry mace. And
you know what? I carry mace when I walk my dog.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have but it's for other dogs.
I was going to say, because of other dogs, I was going to say.
Yeah.
A lot of people...
and I've taken like self-defense classes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just from back in the day before.
And is that where you learned how to give people unstoppable diarrhea?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very unique. I can't share my truths with it.
Yeah.
But that is where I did learn the unstoppable diarrhea. But I did learn self-defense, and even from my days of before being Urban Sweetness,
mm-hmm.
I had my share of unsavory behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
mm-hmm.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
don't walk up on me.
It was before you were the sophisticated woman
of
the world that you are now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, to say vase.
That's right. Very elegant.
So, but no, I do carry. But you know what? This is so funny. Like, oh my God, this was like in the 90s. I actually had a stun gun.
Oh yeah.
I did. I had a stun gun, and this is so crazy. But at a previous employer, I was working for a temp agency, and so we were playing with it.
You were playing with it.
We were playing with the stun gun, and somebody didn't think it was a lot of voltage.
And they realized,
and they found out it was a lot it was.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. I said, "Don't,
That's hilarious.
This is you can play there, do this, whatever."
And they shot themselves.
Yes, he was out for a minute. It wasn't a long time, but he did realize that eventually it's
a lot of voltage.
Yes, it was, and I might get another one. I don't know. Do you have to have a permit for those? You probably do.
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know.
Somebody
hit me up. Let me know if you need a permit for a stun gun. Just want to know.
Yeah, because you want to be by the books.
I do. I want to be by the books. I'm clean now. I'm not I'm not riding dirty. I'm not, urine is clean. Everything is clean. So excellent. I'm good. I'm good, people.
That is good to know, especially about the urine. Thanks for the update.
I just want everybody to know.
That's going to save me having to run a test later.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, I'm clean.
All right.
I'm clean.
Well,
what? Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to talk about Sophia.
Yes.
And Sophia is my favorite character. I just love Sophia.
Sophia is just out of control.
Sophia is just always a scene stealer, always has the best lines.
Yes.
And I love when she comes out and claims that they stole all of her stuff.
Right. She's like, my clothes.
They stole all my clothes because she just wants new clothes.
Right. And I'm like, why would they steal your clothes?
Exactly. When I was burgled and I had to fill out my insurance thing, and you had to list everything. And since a lot of what they stole were movies and stuff because, they need documentation that those actually existed.
Right.
And then I'm like, well, I don't really. But they had limits. Like if you were above a certain thing, you had to have documentation.
They stole my Lamborghini.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But you have to. So after that, I was like, oh, they actually suggest that you take kind of like a video of your house,
stuff.
You have a record of the things that you have, so that there's not a problem with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that reminds me, I have to make an updated video of my house.
Yeah.
Every day, there's new crap in here.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. What if someone come in here and stole all my Fiesta ware? Oh, you and I.
It's going. Oh,
you and
we're going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going out. Yeah, I would think
first off, they'd have to be very strong because Fiesta ware dishes are extremely heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my KitchenAid stuff.
Oh,
I will take
what to that point.
Uh-oh.
So a lot of the stuff that was stolen from my apartment the first time, most of the stuff they stole, aside from some of the movies and things, weren't things that I had actually paid for. I had won a contest to get to run through the warehouse. You know, like one of those things.
Did you?
Yeah, where you get to like throw everything in a. You have
in
60
crate.
seconds to like go through a warehouse and just throw everything into a cart.
Yeah.
And literally, they had stolen 80% of the things that I had gotten from that. And one of the things they didn't steal, though, was I got my first KitchenAid Mixmaster from that, and I still have it. So
Okay,
they didn't take that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is about the break-in, but
No.
what contest was this, and where was the store?
Through my day job was
Okay.
My main job is working in film marketing, and at the time 20th Century Fox had a promotion where you would earn points for like promoting their movies and things. And so I was a top point earner, and I got to go do that the one year. Actually, I got to do it twice, but and it was like I think that time was like they flew you out to like, it was Milwaukee, I think it was.
Okay.
And we stayed at a little like resort thing, and then they took us. You had like 10 minutes to walk through the kind of
Oh
path.
my God!
It wasn't like the entire warehouse. They literally had set up like 2 rows that you got to run through, and you had a minute, and you had to just run through and grab what you could. And you got to take a friend with you. Your friend was like in charge of the cart, and the big heavy stuff you didn't have to like physically lift
put
and
it in there.
You could just like kind of grab it, and they'd be like, okay, you know.
Okay.
But most everything else, like aside
Nice
from,
though.
like the really heavy TVs or
yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Oh my
really,
gosh.
really weird because one of my life goals has always been to basically live the life of Laverne and Shirley.
Because that's exactly what I thought about. And then when they crossed the line, all they had was the
It
box of.
It was like, no, it was a salami. They had like one
it
giant
was a salami.
Right. Ugh.
Oh
But,
my gosh.
Yeah. So in my mind, I was like, I always joke that my whole life, all I've wanted was the wacky best friend,
Yes,
like Laverne and
that
Shirley,
would do. Yeah.
to be that. That's my
Yes.
goal. So I did for a
That's
brief moment
awesome.
achieve perfect Laverne and
That is-
Shirleyism.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun. And then
Man.
some asshole broke in and stole all my stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that
Except
the
for
one
my
that owes you restitution?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's the other one.
That was the other
That
one.
has endless diarrhea
Exactly.
to this day.
To this day. Yeah. Although he didn't get my he didn't take my KitchenAid Mixmaster, so that's good.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. That would have.
Oh, see, now that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been walking up and down the street like a ninja.
That was the creepy hand coming through the. Yeah, that was very.
Oh my gosh.
terrifying.
I
Yeah.
probably would. I'm literally grabbed and just
It.
got to fighting.
I did the thing where I grabbed a knife. Like I did as
You
soon as
shoulda- you shoulda just
I grabbed the knife and until the police
You
came.
should have just.
Yeah, and they were there super fast.
That's nice.
Like the police were there literally within minutes. Because
That's
if you
all right.
call the police and you say there's like a hand coming through my someone, they were
Mm-hmm.
fast. Yeah.
Only in certain neighborhoods. So. Didn't want to go there, but let's just.
Well, they're not fast when there's like no danger. Like
Right.
you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah, they're
when I was
like-
calling to say like, hey, I waited hours and hours and hours for like the
Here they come.
the crime scene
Yeah,
people to
yeah.
like come and like swab and do all
Yeah.
that stuff. I mean, that was like literally, actually might have even been like the next day.
No.
Because whenever it was, there's like one person that's in charge of like the entire like Cleveland
They're
area.
like, yeah, you got.
And- yeah.
You had a cat missing over here.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
It was not a priority.
Right.
My life
Yeah.
is not a priority for them. But they talk about getting their alarm system installed into their house though.
Okay.
After this, and that was one of the reasons why I moved from my apartment because my landlords weren't willing to help
weren't
cover an
willing
alarm.
to get it together.
Yeah, and do that stuff. So when I bought this house, I got the alarm.
Well, I'm not gonna pray him
Mhm.
endless diarrhea, but maybe like a day or two.
Yeah.
Just
until
a
I
day
get
or
my
two.
$600.
There you go.
Yeah.
Duh.
How about that? He has diarrhea until I get my $600.
Until you get the 6 endless diarrhea. That is so disgusting.
I think we're gonna have to call this episode "Endless Diarrhea."
That is so But when you think about it,
That is what people are really going to listen to this episode.
yeah. But when you think about it, that is so.
It's a terrible curse.
That's a terrible curse, baby.
That's worse than the curse that
It's Sophia put on the neighbor.
Yeah,
Yes, it
that's
is.
absolutely worse.
That is.
Mhm.
Oh well, that's not even this episode. We'll get to that. But yeah, that is. Man, I'm telling you, that's a.
It's something else.
Watch, people are gonna be saying that now too. Watch, they're gonna be like,
Absolutely.
they're gonna put endless diarrhea on somebody.
All right. Well, since we were just talking about diarrhea, let's talk about food for a little while.
Yes,
Since we've only been talking about burglaries and
the
show,
diarrhea.
I always like to ask you what's the best thing you've eaten that you haven't made, but since you always eat your own food,
Right.
there's never really much you have to say.
I want to talk about
What do you want to talk about?
this Ohio pie company.
The Ohio Pie Company guy.
Yo.
Yeah. I mentioned them in last week's episode.
You did.
And I gave
and
you a slice afterwards.
You gave me a slice of this pie.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the owner? What's his name?
His name is Nick.
Nick, owner of Ohio Pie Company. You got a good thing there, buddy.
Yeah.
That
It's amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
The crust.
I think people think I'm hyperbolizing when I say it
my-
is the best vegan pizza I've ever had.
It's the best vegan pizza.
I
ate
at a vegan pizzeria in Chicago, strictly vegan pizzeria in Chicago. Some of the worst pizza I've ever had.
Oh my gosh.
This pizza, amazing.
Dude,
Yeah.
Nick, I'm gonna have to come see you.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's worth the
So
drive.
good. Yeah.
I don't want to oversell it, but I don't think I could because it
Right.
delivers. It really does.
Oh, so good. It
Well,
was. Oh,
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did. Thank you.
You're welcome. The thing that I had this week, I got to eat at. Have you ever eaten at Zoma? I think that's Zoma, the Ethiopian
It's
restaurant.
Ethiopian. I have
over
not.
in Cleveland Heights.
I have not.
I had a lunch meeting there this week.
I
and
saw your post.
It was delicious.
Yeah, I saw your post.
Their food's always really good.
Yes.
So if you've not eaten at Zoma,
I'm
I
gonna
know
have to
not
try it.
everybody. Have you had Ethiopian before?
I've had Ethiopian
Okay.
before. Yes.
So I know not everybody enjoys the injera, the bread that you eat it with, and eating with your hands because
But no,
it seems weird to
I
people.
love that.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
No.
The person I was having lunch with, she was like, I'm resisting asking for a fork. And I think because she was feeling a little self-conscious, I said, but we're friends. I'm like, you don't go to this place maybe on a first date with someone.
No.
But
right.
when
Because
you're
you'll come up with
nobody with some friends.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
sure, why not? But it is really delicious.
Okay. I saw the post. The food looked amazing.
All their vegetarian things are vegan, and it's just really delicious.
Nice.
So I highly recommend it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that out.
I can't even tell you. I mean, they don't put the names of the dishes on there, like the Ethiopian names.
Yeah.
So I mean, one's like a cabbage and carrot dish, and one
Oh,
was
okay.
like a chickpea stew.
Yeah,
and things like that, and red lentils we had.
Okay.
Just really good.
It looked it looked really good.
And I make that cabbage and carrot dish sometimes at home, and it's really yummy. Yeah, it's just a very simple, easy dish.
Nice.
One pot, kind of throw it all in
Yeah.
the dish. It's
That's
really
nice.
Good. Mm-hmm.
That's
I love it.
awesome.
I would highly recommend it if you have not been.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go though. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
right.
find the time to come
Yeah.
and check it
Eat
out.
something that somebody else made other than you.
I know. I'm gonna get better at that because I do. I need to. I want to try other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Hey.
I like to go because it kind of inspires me to like try different things and make different stuff. So
We should go somewhere
all right.
and do like a podcast there.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
all
that'd
for
be
it.
awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Yes.
We'll just invade the place. We won't
Absolutely.
even ask them or tell them we're doing it.
We're not.
We'll just go
We
in there with a
don't
recorder
ask.
and our mics.
We just come.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
And take it over.
And if they don't like it, we'll give them endless diarrhea.
There it is. I'm telling you, that's
So,
a game changer.
If you were a superhero, see, I always joke that if I were a superhero, I would be like Incontinent Man, and my power would be that I'd be able to make people like just pee their pants at will.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So I could be Incontinent Man, and you could be the endless diarrhea
Endless
lady.
diarrhea.
They would never make a movie out of us. If
They wouldn't, but
no.
you know what? I don't need a movie when I can give you endless diarrhea.
Oh,
That is just
this show. I don't know what's happened to this episode.
it's out. It's gone. We're on a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's totally gone.
I'm telling you. But that is so funny.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. People are going to start wishing people endless diarrhea. I'm telling you.
I think, is this the episode though where Blanche says something about doesn't want someone in her house if they don't know how to use the bathroom, and then Sophia gets up and walks into the other room, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then that's where they have the guard dog and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
they have the guard dog, and they're like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
Dorothy,
Dorothy!" That hilariously fake dog barking
I know,
in the other room.
Oh,
It's like,
oh,
yeah.
right.
yeah, it's the most artificial, like
Right.
stock,
You're like, okay,
stock dog barking I've ever heard.
right.
Terrible.
But then, okay, going back to food, this is Rose is sitting there when she couldn't sleep.
Oh, yes.
And she was what I am assuming are Oreos.
Okay.
She was eating Oreos, Dunkin' Oreos. And I still don't understand how Oreos are vegan.
They're just accidentally vegan.
So I mean, because I'm like, okay. So, what are some things that you found out that were accidentally vegan?
Well, in the cookie realm, Nutter Butters are also accidentally vegan, and I love a Nutter Butter.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't stop eating those once I start. Oreos, a lot of cereals, are accidentally vegan, although like we've talked about in the past, that vitamin D supplement kind of...
Country Crock.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Country Crock is?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. It doesn't have whey in it like a lot of those kind of things? Huh.
Nope.
Interesting. I did not know that.
I know. Country Crock is accidentally
Look at me
vegan.
learning today.
Look at that.
Huh. Good to know.
Yes. And then also Trader Joe's chocolate chips.
Their chocolate chips are?
Yeah. Accidentally
vegan. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that expression, accidentally vegan.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that something?
Sometimes, like, if people spend a day with me, they find themselves that they've been accidentally vegan because that's all I fed them.
Right.
Yeah.
Boom.
So it's an accident for them, but it was a calculated thing for me.
Because you're smart. Mm-hmm. And you can't see me out there, but I'm tapping my forehead.
Yep.
My
that's
temple.
where her brain is.
Smart.
Right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, those are accidentally vegan. So I need people, let me know what you think, or you figured out what was accidentally vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me up. Social media.
Yeah, there's a lot of like candies and stuff like Twizzlers, Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, but you know what? Oh my gosh.
What?
I love these cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister's like, ugh. But I get them. They serve them on airplanes.
Oh.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
what is it? I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
It's not biscotti, but it's almost has like a gingerbread,
Yep, I know what
shortbread
you mean.
type of mesh.
Mm-hmm.
And I love those. It's Biscoff.
Biscoff.
The Biscoff cookies.
Biscoff cookies.
Oh my gosh.
Those are your favorites?
Yes.
All right.
And you know what? And I don't know about anybody else, but my favorite way to eat like the cookie, I have to dunk it in the milk.
Uh-huh.
But almost to the point
where it's touching your fingers?
No, where it's still crunchy.
Oh.
But
I gotcha.
It's almost dissolving. It's still you still get a little crunch. But yet it's soft.
But it's still saturated.
Oh,
you love that.
Takes me there.
Well, I was just thinking one other accidentally vegan thing that I love that's accidentally vegan are Bacos. Like the bacon bits.
Bacos.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, Bacos.
The bacon bits that everybody likes.
They're And you know what else? That doesn't irritate me, but something that irritates me is that when I'm eating something, and I mean, I know it's vegan.
Right.
And then you have the vegan police that try to tell you.
It's not vegan enough.
Exactly. Or they go, I thought you were vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you eating that? And I'm like, okay, stop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating this because it is vegan.
Right.
And you just didn't know that it was vegan.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go, oh, that's vegan? Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like, the vegan police.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I love that. The Biscoff cookie is amazing.
Okay.
That's really a vegan cookie because it says it on the label.
Oh.
So
they're proudly
awesome.
vegan.
Yes.
Well, do you have anything that you would like to plug? Like tell people where they can find you, who you are, all that stuff?
Sure. Again, it's your girl, Vegan Vicki. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, urban_sweetness. You can catch me on my website, urbansweetness.com.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do my Vegan Thanksgiving November 17th. Details will be on the website soon and all my social media handles.
Excellent.
And yeah, for ticket info, we're going to have a good buffet.
Oh.
Urban Sweetness is going to kill it.
Delicious comfort food.
Yes. Delicious comfort food.
Is it going to be like a lot of the kind of flavors of the season that people expect?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
And then, look, we're going to throw some of that Urban Sweetness. And this time I will have gluten-free options.
Okay. Awesome.
But I mean, some stuff, I'm going to have a few. Don't come there looking for like a gluten-free option for everything that I'm making. Yeah. It's not going to happen. I love you, but it's not going to happen like that. Sometimes. But you will be able to eat good.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So the menu is coming and ticket information.
Excellent. Well, I am Dave of Bitchy Vegan Homo. You can visit me at bitchyveganhomo.com for all kinds of fun recipes. I'm also on Instagram and Pinterest and Twitter. And then on Facebook, I'm BVH Show, because apparently I'm too offensive as Bitchy Vegan Homo for Facebook.
Wow.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Especially since Instagram is owned by Facebook. So
Thank
explain
you.
that to me.
Hello.
I don't know. Anyway, but the next thing I've got coming up is the Pittsburgh Vegan Expo on November 9th. And then just like you're doing the Thanks Living here in Cleveland, I'm going to be helping with the Justice for Animals people that do the Pittsburgh Veg Fest. I'll be doing their Veg Feast. I believe it's on November 23rd. So I'll be doing the desserts for that again.
I want to go.
All right, you can.
Yay.
You can buy a ticket, support a good organization, and eat my food.
Yes.
Or just come along with me and I'll make you work and you can be my date.
I can do that too.
All right. I like that.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Bye, y'all.